There is something sacred in the way your paths crossed. Not just fate. Not just timing. But a quiet decision made in the heavens long before either of you understood what love could undo. The angel speaks softly tonight. You were placed in his path not to be understood, but to awaken what had been asleep for lifetimes. That's why he runs. Not because he doesn't feel, but because he feels too much. He sees in you a mirror of all he has denied. You stir what he buried beneath logic, control, and old promises he made to himself after being broken. And even when he avoids your eyes, even when he retreats in silence, your light stays. It lingers in the corners of his mind, in the pauses of his thoughts, in the hush of night when he thinks no one knows his ache. The angels want you to know this. He did not expect you. But heaven did. You were sent to his soul like rain to dry land. Not to rescue, not to fix, but to soften the ground so that something true could bloom. Even now, his soul remembers yours. That is why it trembles. And even if he tries to move on, even if he says he's not ready, his spirit keeps turning back to where it knows it was once held without condition. Let your heart rest in this truth. You are not misplaced. You are the invitation for his spirit to come home. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29 verse 11, he keeps his heart behind walls he doesn't even remember building. But you knocked at the door with nothing but presence, and the walls began to tremble. The angels say, he was never taught how to stay when it gets real. That's why he disappears when it gets deep. You may feel like you've done something wrong. Like maybe you were too much. But the truth is, your light touched wounds that haven't been touched in years. He grew up in silence where comfort should have been, rules where love should have been gentle. And now when love feels pure, it also feels terrifying. Because love in its truest form, yours, asks him to surrender what he vowed he would never risk again. His freedom. His control. His heart. You didn't provoke rejection. You sparked remembrance of what it means to be open, seen, chosen, without needing to prove anything. And that's what scares him. He's not running from you. He's running from the parts of himself that still don't feel worthy of being loved so tenderly, so completely, so undeniably. The angels show him pacing through thoughts he can't express aloud. Not because he doesn't care, but because he fears that if he speaks the truth, you'll see just how broken he believes he still is. But listen, your soul didn't come to fix him. It came to witness him. And that's where the healing starts. You have been pouring from a well that others forgot to fill. And still, your love never begged for attention, it simply gave. But now, the angels are asking you to pause. To remember, your light was never meant to burn out just to keep another warm. He may be the one in turmoil, but you are the one who has been bearing the weight of this connection like a sacred vow you didn't even realize you made. The angels whisper, your healing matters just as much as his awakening. You are not here to lose yourself in someone else's journey. You are not meant to dim, to wait, to bend so far that you forget your own shape. There is a beauty in choosing yourself. Not from anger, not from fear, but from love, the same love you so freely offered to him. Every time he vanishes, you become quieter, smaller, more uncertain. And still, you hope. But let me ask you this. Who holds you while you hold hope? Who fills you up when your cup runs dry? The angels see your exhaustion. And they are placing their hands on your shoulders now, whispering strength back into your bones. You were not created to chase. You were created to shine. And your glow isn't conditional on someone finally choosing you. Today, choose yourself as if your life depends on it. Because in some way, it does. You were not just seen by him. You were recognized, and that changes everything. He looked into your eyes and didn't just find beauty. He found a reflection of everything he forgot, of everything he ran from, of the version of himself he stopped believing in. The angels say, she carries the mirror of truth. And in her light, he cannot lie to himself anymore. This is why your presence unsettles him. You didn't try to change him. You didn't force him to speak. But somehow, your silence made the noise inside him unbearable. You saw him. Not the version he curated. Not the mask. But him. The boy beneath the man. The dreamer beneath the doubt. The lover beneath the fear. And that's the kind of seeing that doesn't let someone go back to sleep. He walks away not to forget you, but to forget who he becomes in your presence. Because that man feels too raw, too hopeful, too honest. You didn't show him his flaws. You showed him his soul. And now, he's standing at the edge of himself, wondering if he can finally step in. This isn't about you trying harder. It's about him deciding if he's ready to live in a world where love isn't something to earn, but something to allow. And that world begins with you. There's a quiet shift happening inside him, so subtle it almost slips past the senses, but the soul always knows. The angels say, he is waking up. Slowly, gently, but surely. He might still be silent. He might still pretend nothing has changed. But you can feel it. The softening. The pause before his words. The way his energy lingers just a little longer. He once lived by logic. But now, your presence breaks every rule he clung to. He never expected your impact. He didn't plan for the way you move through him. How just thinking of you could calm his chaos or stir it all at once. The dreams are getting louder. The signs are harder to ignore. And the echoes of your name in his quiet moments, they become prayers he doesn't even realize he's whispering. The awakening doesn't come with fireworks. It arrives in rain. Soft, steady, undeniable. Each drop wearing away the armor he thought he needed. He is not the same man who once feared you. And even if he hasn't found the words yet, his soul has already begun its transformation. Turning toward love. Toward truth. Toward the light he once deemed too much, but now longs to step into. You didn't save him. You reminded him of who he is. And I will give you a new heart, and a new spirit I will put within you. Ezekiel 36 verse 26. You feel it every time. The pull, the retreat, the tender beginnings that fall silent. It's not in your head. It's in his soul. The angels reveal, he comes and goes not to test your love, but to wrestle with his own. He isn't hot and cold because he's confused. He's truly consistent in one thing only, his fear of surrender. Each time he steps closer, he sees parts of himself that frighten him. And so he runs. Not away from you, but toward the comfort of numbness, the safety of solitude, the illusion that distance will make the feelings fade. But they don't. They grow. Even in the silence. Even in the distance. Especially during the nights when he tells himself he's better off without you. And doesn't believe a word of it. He's caught in a cycle. Approach. Feel. Panic. Flee. Regret. Repeat. And you've mistaken this cycle for your fault. As if your love were too loud, too much, too demanding. But you weren't demanding. You were revealing. You were real. And that's what he hasn't learned to stay for, truth. The angels ask, can you trust the pattern without personalizing the pain? Can you honor the rhythm of his soul without tying your worth to his timing? Because sometimes, love doesn't arrive all at once. Sometimes it circles. Until the soul is ready to land. He won't say it out loud, but your love has been the only thing that made him believe he could feel again. The angels say, your love didn't demand. It healed. You didn't fix him. You didn't save him. You simply loved him anyway. Through the walls. Through the doubts. Through the version of him that even he struggles to understand. And slowly, your love began to stitch what life had torn open. It wrapped around his wounds like warmth. It held space for his shadows without trying to erase them. It offered presence, not pressure. And that's what made it medicine. Not loud. Not forceful, but steady, like breath, like faith. In the nights when he didn't know why he couldn't forget you, it wasn't memory, it was soul recognition. Because healing doesn't come from logic. It comes from energy, from safety, from knowing someone sees your scars and calls them sacred. And that's what you gave him. Even when you were hurting, even when you doubted, even when you felt invisible, you still loved. You still stayed soft. That softness, it changed him. And even if he never says it out loud, your love lives inside him now like a prayer that never stops repeating. And he's learning, love wasn't supposed to hurt. It was supposed to heal. Everything feels uncertain right now. But the angels say, this is not chaos. It's choreography. You were never meant to understand the how, only to trust the why. There is a rhythm unfolding in the silence. Even the distance between you is sacred, because in this space, the soul prepares. The heart realigns. The truth emerges. The angels whisper, this delay is protection. This pause is precision. He is not absent because he forgot. He is silent because the weight of this love is asking him to become someone new. Someone who doesn't just want you, but chooses you. In truth. In courage. In surrender. You were never meant to beg for love. You were meant to be embraced by it. And that's what's coming. Not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. You aligned. You let go when it hurt to hold on. There are angels working behind the scenes, removing the obstacles in his path, softening what is hardened, preparing both of you for something greater than romance, a divine reunion. So, even when it feels like nothing is happening, everything is. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. He's not afraid of you. He's afraid of what he becomes when he's near you, unguarded, exposed, undone. The angels whisper, he has never felt this vulnerable in front of another soul. To be seen by you is to be held without armor. And for someone who's lived in emotional survival, that kind of intimacy feels like danger, not safety. He was taught that love comes with conditions. That emotions must be managed, not truly felt. That needing someone is a sign of weakness. And so when you offered softness without demands, affection without manipulation, he panicked. Because the soul longs for what the ego fears. You represent a doorway into the part of him he has always locked away. The child who longed to be held. The man who secretly aches to let go. But surrender means losing the illusion of control. And he clings to that illusion like it's a lifeline. So he keeps his distance. He delays. He doubts. Not because he doesn't care, but because he cares too much to risk falling apart again. And still he thinks of you. Longs for you. Even in the silence. Because the truth is, you are his unraveling and his transformation. His fear and his liberation. And the angels are slowly showing him that love doesn't break what's fragile. It becomes the place where fragile hearts can finally rest. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9. There will come a day when the silence will make sense. When every unanswered question becomes a doorway to something deeper than understanding, peace. The angels speak gently now. This love was never meant to be earned, only received. You have done enough. You have become enough. And now, the invitation is not to wait, but to release. Release the timelines. Release the need to be chosen. Release the version of love that makes you shrink to fit. Because the truth is, the love meant for you will recognize you by your light, not by your efforts. And he is walking his own holy maze. One that may or may not lead him back to your arms, but will always lead him closer to his soul. Your job was never to hold him, only to show him what being held felt like. You were the lighthouse, not the anchor. So now, rest. Let the tides carry what they will. Let the divine do what only the divine can. And in the quiet that follows, you will remember, what is real never leaves. It simply returns in the time it was always meant to. For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. The angels are closing this message with a kiss upon your crown. Not a promise of outcome, but a promise of presence. You are loved. You are loved. You will be loved. And nothing can take that away.